If you finish scrolling through your phone feeling more empty than when you started, if you look at everyone's highlight reel and wonder why your own life feels like a behind-the-scenes mess, what if that exhaustion isn't your fault, but the result of a system you didn't even know you were plugged into? Well, today, we are going to pull back the curtain on that system. We look at the social media interns trapped at the fraudulent paradise, a failed 1970s experiment in a digital utopia, and an ancient psalm that holds the key of getting your soul back. Stay with me, because by the end, you'll have a simple declaration to break the spell of comparison for good. Now, picture the Bahamas, 2017, the Fyre Festival. The notorious Fyre Festival is collapsing. Influencers who posted pictures of yachts are now stranded in disaster tents. And the most poignant figures there are the young social media interns. Just days before, their job was to create the perfect filtered image of this paradise. Now, they are living inside the total failure of the very dream they sold. They are surrounded by the imagery of success while experiencing its utter bankruptcy. And right there, we see the lie. Yes, that same lie, that a curated image is more real, more valuable than the actual messy human experience. Maybe you're not on an island, neither have you ever been to one, but that lie shows up every time you dismiss your unreal good day because it didn't look Instagrammable or TikTokish. Yes, every time you measure your quiet progress against someone else's noisy highlight reel. This isn't just a modern problem. You see, in the 1970s, Chile launched Project Cybersin, a room full of futuristic consoles meant to run the entire economy with perfect data. But you know what? It failed. Why? Because it tried to replace the messy human reality of need, desire, and relationships with a clean, optimized dashboard. It worshipped the image of control over the truth of community. Our brains do a similar thing. Studies from the University of Pittsburgh link heavy social media use to increased depression, largely because we are constantly comparing our messy reality to everyone else's optimized dashboard. But this craving for a perfect external image is ancient. Look at the psalmist in Psalm 139. In a world where kings boasted of conquests, he does something radical. He turns inwards and speaks to God. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. He finds his value not in a public image, but in a private knowing. So what does the trapped intern, the failed control room, and the ancient poet tell us? They tell us that exhaustion comes from anchoring our worth in the external image, the feed, the dashboard, the public highlight. But God's truth anchors our worth in internal, intimate knowledge. And this reminds me from one of my greatest mentors called Brian Tracy, when he speaks about the internal locus of control and the external locus of control. The lie says that your value is determined by engagement. The truth says that your value is declared by your Creator. He doesn't follow you. He formed you. The scripture says He looks at your heart. Your peace begins when you shift your focus from managing the profile to being known by the person. The infinite scroll is a hollow altar to the God of more and more. But your soul finds rest at the altar of enough. It is the quiet, fearless conviction that the one who made you says his work is wonderful. So, join me. Let us speak that truth into the parts of you that still feel the pressure to perform. Say this with me. It is written, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Therefore, I renounce the world's measurement and I celebrate my God-crafted design. It is written, man looks at the outward appearance, but God looks at the heart. Therefore, I am free from the tyranny of curated images and rest in His perfect vision for me. It is written, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you." Therefore, I turn my mind from the noise of comparison and I anchor it in trust. It is written, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Therefore, I actively reject its competitive patterns and I welcome God's renewal. It is written, "The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing." Therefore, I declare that in His care I am complete, and no digital highlight reel can define my abundance. What we just did is a powerful reset. But real freedom isn't a one-time moment. It is a daily practice of retraining your gaze. That's the entire purpose of the full Steadfast February devotional. Think of this video as the conversation and the devotional as your daily training manual. It gives you the deep, the journal-style questions that help you to apply this, all 5 declarations, and the complete biblical framework for the whole month. For $3, less than the coffee that fuels your scrolling, you're not just buying a PDF. You are investing in a proven system to dismantle anxiety and build a faith that isn't shaken by comparison. You are directly funding these films so we can keep making them. If you're ready to move from inspired to transform, the link is in the description. Download your copy and let's do this together. See you tomorrow. Your worth was settled before you posted a single thing. Walk in that fearless peace today. I see you tomorrow.